ARP. It's hard getting old. I mean, it's hard getting old, right?
Yeah.
It is. I mean, I don't envy you guys for it. You know?
You're a youngster.
Just turned 30. Just turned 30. It's cool to be friends with you guys, though. I mean, isn't it like over 55 you start getting free library books and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
I don't participate in any of that.
I can't wait for the Denny's like discount and the IHOP like senior discount. I'm looking forward.
I know you'll hit that soon. To me, it's not that interesting. I mean, like you go to Denny's, and then and it's fine. You can just tell them that you get the discount.
Yeah.
They'll give it to you. You know?
Yeah.
So you could start doing that now if you want.
Yeah, and I'm sure I could.
They're not going to card you. You know, at Denny's, it's like
Well, no, probably not. You're right. You're right. It's not like you're buying tobacco and you're 17 years old.
it's probably not ethical to do that. But
My dad did the Denny's one. He liked the eggs over my hammy. And then
the what?
eggs over my hammy. It's like a sandwich.
I hate that about Denny's.
It was like a sandwich. And then the library thing. The minute he found out that library books, you didn't have an overdue thing, he just kept getting them. He had piles and piles of library books. You guys could do that. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
It'd be cool.
Library.
I mean-
to the library. People use the library for something besides just getting on the computer. I mean, really, people still check out books.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
I just got my library card renewed because I lost one.
Some people go there to just read a book.
Truth.
Like sit and read a book.
Like sit and read
Yes.
a book.
Yeah.
I mean, I do that in coffee shops, but I read off my Kindle. You know.
That's.
You know.
Do you still have to see? You
I was
can
just
go to
doing
the
that.
library and get a free book to read, free space to read it. Whereas a Kindle, you have to buy the. You have to buy the book.
Well, you can get ebooks from the library too. They've moved that far.
I like feeling the book. I like smelling the book. I like, and I believe it or not, I do like the sense of community. Even if everybody's quiet and nobody's talking to each other, it's like I look up from my book and I see somebody else reading their book, and it's a warm communal feeling.
I like it too. The one thing I think that libraries are missing, right? The perfect library would have a Starbucks or like a local kind of coffee shop in it.
Right.
Where you don't have to buy your
Yeah.
book. You buy your coffee.
We can do that at Barnes and Noble. You can just go take a book and start reading it
Hey,
with
so
your coffee.
It's different.
I never tried this. What about? Will they let me bring in my coffee into the public library?
I've done that.
I don't know.
I've done that.
Maybe as long as it's in a closed container,
Yeah.
like the cool ones that Michael carries.
I don't know if I sneaked it in, but I wasn't trying to sneak it.
Oh, I've got this travel mug that I can sip. You can read a book, but this big travel
Oh, yeah.
Yeti mug, it doesn't work. It's like I really feel like I need to bring in a ceramic coffee cup,
Right.
a mug, and I need to bring in maybe a thermos full of coffee, pour myself a,
Oh.
and
That sounds
I mean
over the
that's
top.
heaven. That's right. I mean,
Jeff.
Jeff, I don't think, because then you risk getting coffee on the books, and the books are free, and other people are gonna check them out, and, well, eventually, nobody really.
Well, but they are library books, though. I mean, if you get if you take it home and you're reading it, you can get coffee on the book. I mean, I
That's
feel
true.
like I'm
That's
just
true.
negating everything you say, but
That's all right. It's
everything
fine.
you say just seems really silly today. Are you feeling okay?
I don't understand how we went from your getting old sucks, cause you are, to me being
Wow.
silly. I don't
Wow.
understand why you had to become that way, why you had to do what you just did. I don't know what that is.
Well, I'm just saying that some of the things you've been saying are not in line with your normal logical self.
well, Richard, she is a lot younger than us.
Smart.
She's normally
Sorry.
I mean,
it's fine. You're right. You're right, actually. You're right. I'm not quite on my normal, super rational, computer, geeky, I mean, practically the printer paper with the holes.
I miss that, Lisa. I need that Lisa to ground me.
The printer paper with the holes?
No, you.
Oh, me.
I need the logical Lisa.
I actually love the printer paper with a hole. I need that.
Dot matrix.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
until they got
when-
screwed up.
So when everybody was so excited about that, getting the new printer that would just print, something about it, I missed that.
Because
You are that tearing of it's the sound. And
No,
the,
dude.
And then I would take those little dot matrix, little the things on the edges, and I would make those caterpillars with them.
Mm-hmm.
I miss that so much.
Because your emotional development stopped when you were 20. That's what happened.
That's
to you.
that's a little rude.
You're a little mean today.
He only watches VHS movies. He only listens to albums on vinyl albums. And he refuses to use anything else.
The stuff I got on VHS, you can't get on DVD, Blu-ray, and it certainly shit ain't streaming on Netflix.
Okay.
These are cult
understand.
classics.
Yeah, like Apocalypse Now. Yeah. I mean, that's okay for stuff you
That
can't
was a
get.
special
I buy
point.
that. I'm with you. But you have everything.
Roller Girls 2000 is really good, and you can't find that anywhere.
I don't even.
Good reason for that.
I
But
don't even know what VHS is.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I was gonna try and hang with that, but I mean I've heard of it. I can't say I don't know, but those are the big chunky tapes.
The big
Mhm.
chunky tapes.
yeah, that weren't Betamax versus VHS things.
I don't even. I don't.
So
know.
when you were a kid, you didn't have those big clunky white Disney movie VHS things that would open up and like your Little Mermaid.
I don't even. Know.
Every family had
What
those.
is that? I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't know what
I
you're
don't
talking
even know
about.
what you're
I
talking
don't,
All right.
I mean, the Little Mermaid. I get that part. I don't understand
never-
the big clunky.
Yeah, I never had
It was a
kids, so I don't
VHS.
know. Like Little Mermaid. Wasn't that 90s though? Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
I mean-
I was pretty young. I was like 6. I think maybe something like that.
Man, these years are just going by.
I know.
I don't even.
And they don't go any slower either. That's not. It's not like time slows down. So you
Totally speeds up.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, so slow. Now, ever since I hit 29, it's like it goes real fast.
wait till you get
You don't
twice
even-
that age. Don't even know.
I can't even imagine.
I mean, I got things that hurt that I didn't even know existed. I got out of bed this morning and my ankle, it was just it just hurt for no reason. I mean, it's not like I twisted it or anything. I just put pressure on it. It's like, wow, what the fuck?
I'm not really laughing, it's my nerves. I can't even imagine my body starting to melt down on me. That's
I know.
terrifying. That's terrifying.
It
Is
is
that happening to
terrifying.
you too? I mean, you're like a year younger.
Yeah. So yesterday, I felt something weird in my ear, and I was it's just obsessing over this thing, and it's in your ear, so you can you hear it going.
Yes.
And then I
Like a
got
sponge.
I got so just crazy with it that I just dug in there and I pulled it out, and guess what it was? It was a long curly gray hair.
Mm-hmm. Been there.
It was like fishing wire thick.
Right.
So that's
It's like scraping against your eardrum. It's weird. It's weird.
I mean, these are the things you get to look forward to, when you're
Yeah.
I thought that was just my mom had one growing out of her chin one time. And
Oh!
that was just her thing. That was just something weird that happened to her. But you guys are telling me that
yeah.
But
the great thing about being older is all the bullshit starts fading away after a little while. When I was in my 30s, I was upset that I did not have wasn't dating a supermodel or a and now it's okay, well, I got hair coming out of my ears, and it's I get this weird sensation when I do this, and it's I'm not even worried about it. It's not even part of the equation anymore.
Does it hurt?
Yeah, it's not as it hurts. It's kind of uncomfortable. I feel you get you hear it click sometimes.
Right.
And it's
But that didn't start until just recently, right?
Right around 40. Starts right around 40 and just gets progressively worse. And I think that's just so you're happy when you die. you're just ready to give it all. I mean, I'm about there myself already. It's like, what else can go wrong? Just take me now.
I'm good. I mean, I want to live forever. I want to live forever, and I see myself, you know, like after I make some money. I know I'm not being logical, Lisa, right now. This is me branching, like pushing out and really like putting my dreams out forward. And I see myself traveling when I'm like 75. And getting into like a hobby, like a traveling hobby. Like maybe I'll turn into a bird watcher and I will travel all over the world and see every possible bird on the whole planet. And I think I can do that, like, you know, about 75. Cause
Every bird on the planet? I mean, that's
Every
a lot of,
single bird.
I mean, I don't know a lot about
A
birds,
lot of birds.
but that's,
a
I mean,
big-
it'd be
that's a
hard to
big-
see every bird. I guess it's a good goal.
I think I can do it.
It's a good goal.
And you know, if you want to do it, you should just do it. That's, I mean,
I want to go to all the baseball stadiums in the United States. That's what I want to do. And that's a finite kind of number, so.
And it's still possible, right? Even
Sure.
though you're old?
And I think it's probably cheaper even because I'm probably getting senior
Get
discount.
the
on
discounts.
the discount.
See, I mean, what you're saying is freaking me out. Like, I don't really want to wake up and have a random pain because it would, I don't even know.
Yeah,
Or
no, that freaks you out.
giant hair. But the discounts, again, the library thing, the
Yeah.
rooms over Miami,
Soon I'll get a break on my property taxes, you know.
that's just crazy to me. That's so cool.
soon I'll be fully paid off my house, and it's like my car's paid for, and it's like just pay the utility bills, and that's, you know, that's really it.
That's so great. See, and then you have all the rest of your life to be free.
Oh,
Yeah, but,
Travel
I'm not a lot of
around.
time.
yeah, it's not that much time left.
You guys could live,
And you
And
gotta
every-
stay close to a hospital, you know.
well, I mean,
You don't know what's
Something's gonna happen.
Something's gonna happen.
Something's gonna happen.
well, okay, so here's the thing. Here's an idea.
You don't wanna be in China and get cancer.
Well, what if you're in China and you get cancer? So, you guys are practically dead anyway. I mean, you're that old.
Hey, I'm not dead.
I'm practically.
Well, not dead, not practically dead. That was harsh. But you're a lot closer to it than I am. And so, you go to China because you really, really want to.
Well, they have that Oriental medicine there too, so maybe they could.
Fan of the Orient.
I love it.
Do you know that they actually still do call that Oriental medicine? It's not Asian medicine like you guys might think.
I didn't think it was. That's why I said Oriental. Why
It
are you
is
talking?
Oriental.
What?
Well, I mean, you know, I was just thinking about some things. I'm not all. I didn't get any breakfast. That's what it is. I'm hungry.
Logical Lisa didn't have breakfast.
I didn't have breakfast.
You know that most important meal of the day thing? That's
Yeah.
bullshit. That's like 100% bullshit. That was like made up by breakfast cereal people.
So what is
Hey,
that?
I eat breakfast every day. Every day.
Well, that's fine. I'm not saying it's wrong to eat breakfast.
You
It's
said
not-
that you
I
ate
feel-
oatmeal and peanut butter
Yeah, with honey
peanut butter.
and
with honey.
Yeah.
Right.
Put
And an
chia seeds in
occasional
the oatmeal.
chia seeds. Right.
Mhm.
Like,
My son got me on the chia seeds.
I knew it
Like
was
that.
something. Yeah.
those
Yeah.
expand though in your. I mean, you need to.
My-
make sure
my-
they're expanded already.
My movements have significantly
your
become
movements,
greater.
Your
So that's the
bowel
other thing.
movements.
That's the other thing. When you get older, like something like a movement really just can make your day
When you get older,
and your
you-
week and your month better.
No, I mean it's true. For me, it's like if it just comes right out in like one wipe, I'm happy because it never happens.
Yeah.
That's like thrilling.
You guys.
Thrilling.
I know that you're, you know, we've worked here together for a long time and you guys are like my mentors in some way, but I really don't need to hear about your poop.
Oh, we're just trying to prepare you for the future.
I'm not, I really,
Logical Lisa is being very emotional today.
I mean, this is.
I don't really want to think about this thing hurting and eliminating and
How are your eliminations? Good?
they're fine.
It's nice.
Once or twice a day, regularly.
Twice a day.
Except during my, never mind.
That's good.
Yeah, twice a day.
Well, I mean,
That seems like
You
a
can
little
have you
overkill.
can have a bad twice a day, but you can also have a good twice.
Oh
a day.
yeah, I've had bad 5 times a day. That's not good. That is not good. That is like,
You guys sound just like my dad and his best friend sitting in the living room, drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes and talking about poop. And then they talk about war, like one sentence and then the other.
Yeah.
Poop
Wow.
and war. I
Well,
don't.
I think we're closer to your dad's age than we are to your age. I think.
for sure.
But sometimes
So,
you
for
guys
sure.
are so cool, and I forget that you're like as old as the pyramids.
You gotta remember also, we don't.
You know, you think you're insulting us, but to me it's just funny because that's when I look at myself. I am 1 inch away from death. Like at any point I could just like keel over and just die.
I'm about 1 foot away from death. I'm not 1 inch. I'm a few inches.
Little further.
And a little further.
Okay, but still, so if you say that, then you can bloody go to China, be far away from a hospital, and just be cool that you died.
Well, not cancer though. That's like prolonged death. I don't really want that.
I don't like the prolonged.
Yeah.
Overdose on opium.
You know,
Oh, I could do that.
can you overdose on opium? Is that a thing?
Sure,
I mean,
sure.
if you inject it, I'm talking about smoking.
Yeah.
Like, can you smoke too much? That'd be something worth testing if you had
Yeah.
cancer.
Right?
Yeah.
I always thought it'd be cool to get killed by like a guillotine.
Oh,
You know?
okay.
Because I always wondered, like, how long is the head still alive? And like, when it hits the plant, is it like looking back up at the neck, like, you know, with the blood squirting out?
Yeah,
I
and
think
do
that'd be
you
so cool.
see that sensation of your you know
Right.
going in a free fall kind of rotational motion?
I would
That's
have to have
interesting.
somebody there to hold the head just so I could, and turn it back toward me so I could see if I could see or not. Because like, my luck, I would land face down in the basket.
You know, they say that drowning is the most beautiful way to die.
Really?
So I wonder, what if you have a guillotine and your head, you ask for a tank of water. And your
drown
head-
the head?
Yeah, you chop it off and you
No,
drown the head.
No, no,
That would be
no.
a wild experience.
That would be like a fish tank, so you
Like
can
a
still
fish tank.
see.
That sounds
See
creepy.
how-
That just sounds creepy. That's creepy.
But it's all creepy, but I mean, it's cool though.
No,
Cool
no,
creepy.
I don't.
It's like creepy cool, like Saw. That's creepy cool.
No, you know,
The movie.
I'm really not comfortable talking about the end of days, of my own days, or your days. I don't.
Well, what is it that, I mean, you know,
What are
you know,
you
we,
comfortable talking about?
we go on and on, we'll go on and on for days. I mean, you know, tell us what's going, you know.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
Well, last night I went out with a new guy who I met on Tinder.
Uh-huh.
Mark? Mark? Is that his name Mark?
No.
Roland.
Roland.
Yeah.
So a black guy.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've never dated a black guy before because my dad, not
Oh.
really racist, but kind of like,
Right.
maybe not. a good
Like he calls
idea.
them Negroes.
Or colored people.
Colored people. He won't go,
Ooh.
but he won't go the one step beyond.
No,
Yeah.
no. Says that's totally wrong. So yeah, I went out last night and we did a couple shots with, you know, the Red Bull and vodka shots.
mhm.
And we went back home to his place and did a little dancing to some soul music.
Yeah, sweet soul, like sweet soul music, like 70s, you know? Like,
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Well, I think that's who they were. I don't. I mean,
Earth, Wind,
it's
you
old
gotta
music.
know who old Earth,
Black-
Wind, and
black
Fire is.
music.
Old black music.
Black music.
Old black music, but not super old, not like way back in
Not
the
way back,
30s,
not like
when
Sam
you guys
Dave.
were born.
We weren't but quite born in the 30s, to be honest. I mean, come on,
Not that
that's
long.
funny.
Okay, 50s.
You joke. You joke. That's funny.
It was a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah, no.
Anyway,
it
so
was
yeah,
long
like
time.
just that real like,
Uh-huh.
that music.
Right.
Yeah, so we did that,
Yeah.
and maybe that's why I didn't eat breakfast.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Tinder, what's Tinder? What is that?
Tinder, it's an right. Do you still have the little flip phone?
Actually, that was a stupid. I'm just being purposely stupid. I know what Tinder is.
You do know what
Yeah,
Tinder is?
I do.
Because you can't get it on a flip phone.
I know. Yeah, I don't have any apps on there.
See.
But
So Tinder, the
I know
cool
what it
thing,
is.
right? Do you know what Tinder is?
I,
Probably
my
not.
Son, my son has said the name. I don't.
It's
know.
just like a hookup
video.
thing, though.
It's like a video. It's like a video service. It's like we used to have in the '80s. There was the video.
Right,
dating
like
thing.
lowered expectations.
So it's like a video dating thing, or is it like like a MySpace type of thing?
Not exactly. It's like a swipe and I want to do you.
Right.
Swipe and I don't.
It's just for hookups, right? It's not like trying to find someone to fall in love with.
But sometimes that happens. I mean, I have a friend.
Well-
I have a friend just got married to the guy she met on Tinder.
Right, and well, tell me
But-
where they are in 5 years.
Right. Well. But yeah, it's like a hookup thing. And you never even have to, like, they don't know if you say no. They only know if you swipe left. And really it only matters if they swipe left too. That's the key.
Oh.
So the thing keeps track, and if you swipe left and he swipes left, then it'll
What if you
move
get
left.
confused?
That always freaks me out.
Because like I do,
Totally
like
freaks
when
me
I do
out.
stuff with my right hand and then I try and do it with my left hand, I'll get it backwards a lot of times.
Yeah.
Like I'll open the wrong
It's-
cabinet.
Oh, so scary. Yeah. I get to going so fast sometimes
Right.
because usually I no because let's face
Oh, and-
it,
Yeah, how many decent people? Yeah.
you just don't. But every once in a while, it's like my finger spazzes out, and I
Right.
yes, and then it's like,
Oh.
and you can't undo. There's no undo.
Oh.
No undo.
No undo.
You think that would be built in?
It is not.
Like a 30-second delay where it's
No.
like, oh fuck, and you go back and like undo it.
No delay. And I've had a couple situations
Oh.
where, and then it's really uncomfortable. I mean, I don't know, how do you guys handle it? Or did you used to when you were dating or whatever it was you guys did when you were young?
Dating.
How do you, like, tell somebody, that swipe was a mistake? How do you say that?
Yeah.
It's really uncomfortable. So what I do is I just pretend it never happened.
Yeah. Right. Just ignore.
Just ignore. It's just,
That's pretty much the same thing. I mean, we didn't have swiping, but
Well, we had fake numbers, so we'd see if we would be out on a date, and can I see you again? I'm like, yeah, well, here, call me. My number is, and then we'd see like a billboard with a 55582, and it's like, oh, my number is 558.
that's weird that you said
2, 3,
55582 because that's exactly what I was thinking was 55582 something. Was that from something?
I don't know. Was it that song, that Jenny
No.
55?
No, that's
82.
8675309.
That's
is
the
that
one.
like that Jenny, I got your number?
Yeah, that one.
That one?
8675309.
Yeah, that one's really cool right now.
Tommy Two-Tone.
My friends like that song.
Yeah.
I think
Jenny,
it's a lot of
Jenny,
old
you're
music.
the girl for me.
That is so cool that you know that song.
You don't know me, but you make me so happy.
And you guys were alive when it first came out.
Oh, yeah.
1981
That is so cool.
or 82.
Yeah, I mean,
We used to listen
we
to
were
that,
kind of old back then. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
I was in my, like, maybe...
Well, we were in, training at Lackland. I mean, at Goodfellow, which is in San Angelo. But we had to come to Lackland to visit. How was that? Like Chris's and Paul? Chris? You remember Paul? Malo? Dave Malo.
Dave Malo, yeah.
Dave Malo. So their wives still lived in San Antonio because that's where we had gone to training, but we had to go to San Angelo for training for like 3 months. So every weekend we would drive back and, that was,
Yeah, and,
that was a
of
weird
course,
time. Speaking of swiping right and left, that was,
I mean, they had clubs where that sort of thing happened in a physical club where you would just...
yeah.
I mean, it was just
So you met people in person for
Yeah.
the first time.
Yeah. You
For
just
the-
gotta like go to a club and, have a drink and then
buy 'em
there'd be a
drinks.
somebody and you're like, oh, that person swipe, which is it right or left?
It's
That's good.
so it's a left if you want to, and a right if you don't, which I
Oh,
think
that's
is kind of
weird.
weird.
That's
right?
backwards.
I
Yeah.
think so too, but yeah, it's a left swipe.
A la derecha.
So do you have
Oh,
do you have a setting where you can flip it, like if you're left-handed?
No, I think not as far as I know.
Huh.
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, it's a pretty simple app, really.
Hmm.
It's a pretty simple app. You can't. No, they're not that fancy.
No.
I don't know. It's just, so you would actually go to clubs where they played music like that, cool music.
Right.
That music is cool.
Yeah.
I mean, my friends
Yeah.
really think it's cool. It's so old and like boppy. It's really boppy.
it's weird because, you know, that you're saying that, because I was in this, the place on the Riverwalk, that British Mad Dogs.
Mad Dogs.
Yeah, I was in there and they had this DJ playing music, and it was all like from the 80s. It was like 80s music. And these kids were all in there, like your age and younger, and they were all singing along with all.
Wow.
Are you doing that now? Are you like swiping?
No. I thought I got a text from my mom.
Uh-huh.
How is Sheila doing?
She was fine.
Has she recovered?
She recovered from that thing, the car wreck that she was in when she was going to jump out of the cake.
You swiping right on Sheila, Richard? Or is it left?
Left.
Was I forgot what is swiping left?
I cannot.
You like
Confirm.
swiping left on my mom?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
You swiped left on my mom?
You swipe left.
You swiped left on my mom!
Oh, Richard, you used to swipe left in the club too.
You're the guy she was out with.
I didn't know how to tell you.
You swiped left on my mom.
Here he is all playing off like he doesn't know
He
Tinder.
doesn't know what Tinder is.
I didn't want to. I wasn't talking about her recovering from her car wreck either. Let me tell you.
Oh.
I wasn't. They don't call me Little Richard.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying. That's it. I can't. That's
Wow.
it. No, that was too much. That was too much. That was too much. Oh, I should go. Oh, fuck you, Jeff. For bringing that up.
Hey, man.
Wow.
So anyway, back to, how is she doing? Is she okay?
Oh, she's fine.
I'm good, good.
Yeah, she's just fine.
Yeah.
She's kind of rosy in the cheeks lately. That's what I've noticed.
A little spring in your step.
A little bit.
Oh,
I was
shit.
wondering about that.
Oh, this could be a problem. I was doing the thing where you just, and I didn't realize it was your mom. I mean, I don't expect somebody I work with's mom to be in there. You know, you don't expect that. You didn't, you're kind of surprised she's in there, right?
Oh no, I knew she was in there. I set her up.
Oh, okay.
She didn't know how. Do you think my mother knew how to set up an app called Tinder? She did not.
Well,
I put her on OkCupid too.
I don't know anything about that. But, so I didn't realize it was your mom until we actually went out, you know, and.
I was afraid you were going to say that it was an accidental left swipe because then I was going to be a little bit irritated.
No, she's a beautiful woman.
You really should just tell her. I mean, you've told her this much. I mean, tell her about, you know.
Tell me.
Just tell her.
Richard.
All right,
You never
so.
know what my mom's already told
This is
me.
good. I gotta sit down for this.
All right, so look, so we went out.
Yeah.
I picked her up. I was a gentleman, you know. I brought flowers and
She oogled and gooed over that.
she loves flowers. I mean, it said that in her profile. So I told her to guess where I was taking her to eat because that's what you do. And she said Long John Silver, and it was like.
She loves that. She likes the hush puppies.
Okay, you're right. That's where we're going, Long John Silver's. So, yeah, Hush Puppies, and she loves the Crumblies, whatever they call. I don't think.
I love those things.
Yeah, the left. I don't even know what they are.
Hush Puppies, chicken. Like I think of Hush Puppies going with fish, but she gets Hush Puppies, the chicken fingers, and the Crumblies. And I barely ate anything. I was really just kind of just staring at her all night because I was like, how can...
She's beautiful.
She's beautiful, and I'd never met her before. You kept her hidden from me.
I don't bring my mom to office stuff.
I know, separation, you want to keep, work
we
and
were
personal
close,
separate.
but I
yeah.
don't know.
So, we went to see the new Star Wars film, which was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a special screening. And she was pretty impressed by the fact that I could
Get around.
get into that.
Yeah, she was,
And that was it.
really,
Yeah,
little Richard.
That was it.
that was it. Yeah. That was
I
it.
don't think so.
My
That was
mom
it.
got home the
That's
next
not-
morning and called me the next morning. And I said,
Did she
Mom,
say anything about me?
well, I said, Mom, why are you calling me so early in the morning? You know that I worked late last night. And she said, well, I just got home. So now I know who she just got home from.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't sound disappointed.
Mm-hmm. No, she did not sound disappointed to me either.
And I think she said to me, you know, and the sweetest thing, he made me coffee after.
Mm-hmm. With 2 sugars,
2 sugars.
just the way she likes it.
Mm-hmm. So are you going to be left swiping my mom more often?
I think we've established like an actual non-Tinder, communication method. So you may be seeing me. It's still early. I mean,
And when they came into the
this is
apartment,
embarrassing.
I mean, I passed out on in bed watching Doctor Who, and I hear the door open, and I hear laughing, and I hear giggling, and
We were a little drunk.
and I woke me out of sleep. I look at the clock; it's like 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, what's going on over here? And
Took a long time.
and then I pass out again, and then I hear all this giggling and laughing. Look up, open my eyes, look at the clock. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what is going on here?
Did she bring her sweet potato lube?
It was.
She did, didn't she? She had it in her purse.
Oh, this is so embarrassing.
But I do want to say this is the happiest that I've ever seen this guy. I mean, this guy, Mr. I'm old, Mr. Pessimism, this is like, yeah, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I'd say this guy is happy.
That's early in the relationship, so.
Well,
Sweet potato
yeah.
lube. Yeah, that's pretty great.
She can hold her liquor, man. I mean, we went after the movie. We went to the, to a bar. Chocolat. Have you been there?
I've heard of it.
Yeah,
It's chocolate
They
martinis.
put chocolate and stuff, and I'm like, but it was actually chocolate whiskey.
Pretty good.
Real good.
She likes chocolate.
So yeah, but I mean, she was keeping up with me, and I can put a few away.
My dad was a big drinker.
Yeah.
And she always felt like she kind of had to keep him company because otherwise he'd turn into an ass.
Right.
So she can. She's gone out with me a couple times.
Yeah.
Oh. And the young guys like her too. So you just better,
Hey, you know what? Whatever makes her happy. I've never been possessive like that. I'm not jealous. I don't want anybody to stay in a relationship with me that doesn't want to be there. So if she finds something else, fine. I will just have that memory of our time together. That's great.
Yeah, and feel free to, stay over because, when I get the apartment to myself, I kind of like it. I like to walk around in the nude and, why don't you,
Oh, wait. You're suggesting he stay over at my mom's house?
yeah, well, not all the time, not move in, but,
I don't
feel
think
free
I
to,
don't think that I'm comfortable with that.
okay, well, I mean, we can take it slow,
I mean,
That's
It
my
can
family.
happen.
That's my family house. That's
Well, I mean, this is.
that's where I was raised, you guys. That's
Well,
that's
we're-
just
I mean,
getting
the-
a little.
We can't always, be putting Jeffrey out. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were being awakened.
No,
I apologize for that. But I mean, it was.
exciting.
You're right. I'm happy
I
as
do
hell.
secretly, I like it looked like it sounded like it was a wild time.
It was, how much did you hear? No, I'm not
I'm
really
just saying, it's
embarrassed.
like, no.
Oh,
Look, we're
God.
living in a 2-bedroom small apartment in a shitty little apartment complex. The walls are awfully thin, you know that, but we're boys. It's not a big deal. But
Guys, now we talked about poop, and that was cool. And then we started talking about my mom, which was fun for a minute. And I know I brought up sweet potato lube, but I really, I don't need to hear about my mom having carnal relations with,
No, I'm good.
I'm just-
I think we've exhausted the topic
I mean, you
from
guys,
my perspective.
do y'all remember
you've
the
exhausted something.
I mean, did your parents have sex outside of having kids? Because
No, not at all.
I didn't think they probably did back then.
No.
My mom's she's kind of liberated. But so that you probably never walked in on your parents or experienced.
Oh, I
that.
walked in on mine.
That's
Were
gotta
you
be
horrified? Because right now I'm getting to that place of like, I see now more than I need to see of either party.
Yeah, it was all right. Not a big deal. But
Was it just the two of them, or did they have somebody else in there too?
Were they swingers?
Like a threesome, or?
no, I never saw anything like that. But I mean, they had a lot of liberal friends, But so they're very open about their sexuality, and but it's interesting that I took the turn that I did, where I was just not really that interested in sex anymore.
Yeah. I wasn't until the other night.
Yeah, and
I kind of had given up on it.
and you looked happy in the morning. You had that glow, that
Well-
rosy glow.
I had taken a really good shit.
And see.